Dear students, let us continue the module 1. In this video, I'll be discussing the two topics, that is Unix environment and Unix structure, and second topic is command arguments and options. So let us start with the first topic, that is Unix environment and Unix structure. Unix environment means how that Unix will be set up. What all things will be there in Unix operating system? What all things it is surrounded with? So see here, Unix is as we know that Unix is an operating system, and there are three main important things it carries. It has three important features or parts, that is kernel, shell and a file system. A kernel, a shell and a file system. So the kernel is at the core of each Unix system. The kernel is the core of the Unix operating system. It is the main, it is the heart of the Unix operating system, and it is loaded whenever the system is started up, referred to as boot of the system. So when it will be loaded, when the system Unix operating system is started, when the system is started, the kernel will be loaded into the system. It manages the entire resources of the system. So kernel, what is its functionality? It manages to manage all the resources: keyboard, mouse, monitor, hard disk, processor, everything it manages. The kernel which manages all the resources of the system. You don't need to know anything about the kernel in order to use a Unix system. Since kernel is it's present in the core of the Unix operating system, so we don't have to know anything about the kernel. So Unix kernel will manage all the hardware or all the resources in the Unix operating system. You don't have to worry about that. And apart from this resource management and all those things, some more functionality. The following functions are performed by the kernel. First, it managing the machine's memory and allocating it to each process. So in the operating system, many processes will be running together simultaneously, and they will be racing to access some resources or machine memory. So the kernel, it manages those processes in order to access the machine memory, scheduling the work done by the CPU so that the work of each user is carried out as efficiently as is possible. So the kernel also schedule all the work by the CPU so that all the work can be done efficiently and successfully. Another function is organizing the transfer of data from one part of machine to another. It also makes the data transfer from one part of machine to another part of the machine. Next, accepting instructions from the shell and carrying them out. It accepts the instructions from the shell. Shell is also a part, second part we saw. It accepts the instructions from the shell and it carries those instructions to be implemented. Enforcing the access permission that are enforced on the file system. It allows, like in the Unix operating system, different users will be there, like users, group users and others. So it allows all those users access permission, which all users can access any file or not. Whenever we log in to a Unix system, we will be placed in a program called the shell. Second is shell. Second, the main part is the shell. So whenever we log into a system, Unix system, we will be placed in a program called shell. So shell is a part of Unix, is a program part of Unix operating system. So the shell acts as a command interpreter. It takes each command and passes it to the operating system kernel to be acted upon. So whatever command we want it to be executed, so it is shell who takes the command and it executes those commands. So that's why shell is called command interpreter. It then displays the results. So a shell takes the command and it sent to the kernel, and it then displays the results of this operation on our screen. So again kernel will execute those commands and display on the screen. Shell has some other following features. It can create an environment that meets our needs. So shell also creates environment in the Unix operating system that allows us to execute our commands. It writes shell scripts, define command aliases, manipulate the command history, automatically complete the command line, and edit the command line. So these are the some more features a shell has. Next topic uh, which we are going to discuss in this video is the command arguments and its options. A command is a program that tells the Unix system to do something. So what is command? Command is a program which allows a Unix system to do something, which tells the Unix system to do something, to do some specific work. So its syntax is command, option, arguments. So generally arguments indicates on what the command is to perform, like whether the command should perform on file or 2 file or 3 file. So commands is indicates on what the command is to perform its action. This action, what the command is nothing but action. So this action need to be taken on what that arguments specify. And an option modifies the command, changing the way it performs. So the option, it allows the command how it performs uh, on the this one arguments. So commands are case sensitive. This it should be case sensitive. Uppercase and lowercase is starting. This one, like here, this command is starting with lowercase letter, and this command is starting with uppercase letter. Both are different. So options are generally preceded by hyphen. So these options are generally preceded by the hyphen. Let us see one example. Like here, if I give ls minus l command. So here l is an option and ls is a command. So here argument I have not given anything. So just ls and its option minus l. So it displays all the files present in the current working directory and all the file 7 attributes it displays. Now if I give here ls minus l and argument, if I give suppose music, then only this particular information about that particular file will be present, not all. But here since argument we have not given, so it is displaying all the files present in the current working directory. But if we give here ls minus l music, so it will give only this line will be displayed here. So some more information about the command. So command can have more than one option at a time. Each can be preceded with a hyphen, like here ls minus a minus l minus r, or